Here's why I don't date black women. Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to listen. I don't date black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Which place?
Your place.
Which
and when you
place?
get put in your place, you think you've got taught like a man.
That's why they were
You're not a
cheating on
man.
you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
What? Go, where's your hair? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
triggered.
Where's your hair?
We're supposed to hurt.
I said I was
You're
triggered.
triggered.
Did I not say I was triggered? Show your hair. Take off your eyelash.
Take off your eyelash. You're praying.
Take off your makeup.
You're projecting.
And I'll bring my natural hair Indian woman in here now.
And then what?
she looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your blood. Shut up, man.
There's no reality a short, toothless, ginger, black leprechaun should be able to come online and berate, embarrass, and talk down to black women. And all those black men behind him were laughing like it was funny. This isn't entertainment. This is detrimental. As a black person, we know what racism looks like. As a black man, I'll never know what racism coupled with sexism looks like in terms of misogyny. And being a black woman, you are treated the worst of the worst in almost every society in the world dislikes black people. But what's worse is black women are treated the worst by their own black men. It's not a secret that the black community suffers from internalized colorism, internalized racism, internalized misogyny that was instilled upon us in all the systems that we grew up in. But berating a group of black women on TV for clicks and views, and then every other black man behind this man is laughing, just speaks volumes into how misogyny and colorism is embedded in our cultures, where no matter what cultures we're from, due to the impact of colonialism and slavery and what that does to our minds. To weaponize a black woman's hair against her is to be ignorant to the fact that black women's hair were weaponized against them by the colonial slave masters all of their life.
In this video, we need to talk about something powerful that happened in real time, okay? A moment where the old ways of thinking collided with the new reality. Because the video we just watched, a man stood up and said words we have heard too many times before, that this is why I don't date black women, okay? Because they don't like to get, they don't like to be put in their places. These are words that we have heard. It is old mentality, okay? Now, this is not just disrespect. It is a recycled narrative that has been used for centuries to put down black women, to silence them, to make them feel less than. But what happened next is what makes this moment special, because for the first time in a long time, instead of other brothers laughing and co-signing or staying silent, or black people just stepping on that story, and of our own shut him down. I have heard the video. I said that brother, he said that he told him to shut up, okay? That you have lost your damn mind. That was from a brother. Now, a lot of black people came and reacted on this. And I'll play you those reactions first. And then, because we want to talk about this, our black women are the mothers of the earth. And they need to be respected, okay? And this moment is a revolution right there. Let's watch these clips and then we come back.
But it's unfortunate that this clip is being used because there's no reason for that man to be so angry. What are you so angry about?
Always something to be said about black women.
Her passion and her voice and all that stuff ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. You know why? Because black men don't care about seeing a black woman suffer. Black men don't care about women getting degraded all the line. They like doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying we don't need white supremacy no more. The black man oppresses the black woman. So even though she's screaming, and even though she's mad, and even though she's showing her frustration, men don't care. And guess what? This will continue to be a thing because black men love punishing black women for absolutely no reason. They have become the ones with the whip. They are the slave master. They have no love, no respect for black children, nor black women, bro. And they get on these goddamn microphones or their phones, the regular goddamn phones, you know what I'm saying? Start a whole podcast, start a whole YouTube, start a whole page dedicated to tearing a woman down. But you never see them lift the woman up. But then they have the audacity to say, we love our women, but ain't no buts, bro. So even though this woman is crying and she pleading, and you can hear the frustration in her voice, because it's right, she telling the truth, bro. Black women be minding they own goddamn black woman business, and here come a dude saying something stupid about them. And everything she said in the videos is facts. Dudes be talking about they want black women to rock their natural hair, but then make fun of them when they rock their natural hair. Y'all dudes don't love and respect black women, bro. So she absolutely right. When are black men going to shut the fuck up about black women? Keep your mouth shut.
I think it's perfectly fine to have a preference. I think in this day and age, you can like the woman that you like and it's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter if she's black, white, Asian, Chinese. It does not matter. You can have a preference, all right? And I have no problems with that. I don't think anyone should have a problem. If somebody likes, if a guy wants to date a black woman, that's fine. If a guy wants to date a white woman, that's fine. Whatever his preference is his preference. But there is one thing I will not stand. I'm going to try and articulate myself in a way which doesn't come across disrespectful, because I feel like what this guy has said is incredibly disrespectful, right? And I'm vexed because I'm insulted because I have beautiful black women in my family, my mother, my aunts, my sister, my cousins. I find it, and it's not just the fact that they're black, but disrespecting the fact that they wear hair extensions, wigs, eyelashes. Listen, when my wife puts on extensions and eyelashes, I cannot get, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about my marriage, but I cannot get enough of her. But to degrade black women to prove your point, you've lost your point, my friend. The fact that you cannot degrade a black, and furthermore, when you look at society today, the beauty of women in 2025, you see the long hair, you see the eyelashes, the big bum, the waist. Where has all that derived from? Where has all that derived from? Because back in the 1930s, you had the black woman with the big bum being incredibly disrespectful. We fast forward now almost 100 years, or 95 to be exact, if my maths is right? This is now beauty. You've got white women, Indian women, Chinese, all of them having big bums, but they want big lips. Where's that derived from? Black women. All the things that you don't like and that you're using as a disrespect. You prefer to have Asian women, or I'm assuming that your partner is an Asian woman, but there are Asian women, or Indian women to be exact, what I'm saying, Indian in the UK. You have Indian women who put on these things, but you do not disrespect black women to prove a point. Let me just make it very clear. Black women are beautiful. You can have extensions on, extensions off, eyelashes on, eyelashes off. Black women come in all shapes and sizes, in all different shades of color. It does not matter. Black women are beautiful. But for this guy to be honest with you, some people just cannot have a debate. In his defense, he was saying how, they accused him of hating his mum because he doesn't like, black women with a certain attitude. Which I can agree. I've listened to it maybe 2 or 3 times, but I got to double check again. I don't think no one did actually say anything about his mother, but he did say, I don't like black women with an attitude because they don't like to be put in their place. Nobody likes being put in their place. Nobody likes to be checked. No one does, but it depends on your delivery. My wife checks me when I'm acting a fool. She checks me and puts, all right, babe, I'm sorry. I do the same for her, but it all depends if it's said in love and the delivery of it. I've got friends, male and female, we check each other all the time. But it depends on how you say it. If you're acting right, acting out of character, of course you're going to get checked. But to say only black women don't like to be checked is an absolute disrespect. And I don't care if you're a black man. If you're a black man disrespecting black women, that's racism. I'm sorry, but I don't care. But I'm so happy to see on social media that black women are speaking up now. And it's not only that they've only just started because they have been for ages, but I feel like now they are truly being heard. And I'm just saying what I'm saying for to do my bit as a black man who loves black women, and I've been raised by black women, that this guy is completely, and he's lost his argument completely now for the way, and I'm glad you walked off the show, because you would have made yourself look like a bigger idiot, my friend, and I'm being very, very real. But for me, this guy completely, I don't know if anybody is on his side, but this guy's completely lost my respect. He's completely lost the argument. And as far as I'm concerned, unless you come out with a sincere, heartfelt apology for what you said, I'm skipping past everything that you're in.
Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
You niggas is embarrassing. First off, you come from the womb of a black woman, and she comes from the womb of another black woman. How would you feel if the women that you came from was talked to in the manner that you speak to black women? Second, bro, nobody cares about your so-called preference and why you like to date outside your race. The problem is not that black women can't be put in their place. You just not the type of man that they willing to let do it. You are not capable of leading a black woman. Look at how you handling them. And what's worse is it was multiple black men on that panel that sat back and let this man insult this woman further in that clip, and they just let it happen and didn't say nothing. You niggas is embarrassing. embarrassing. I totally understand why sometimes our women do not feel protected by us, because you got lame ass so-called black men that get on these panels, talk down on our women, and don't nobody say nothing. Matter of fact, they join in on it. So I say this sincerely: if you ain't got nothing respectful to say about our black women, keep it to yourself and shut the up.
Listen, I don't know who the brand manager is for black women in 2025, but they're working overtime. Listen, y'all better leave black women alone. Everything you touch, when I say everything, if you put your mouth on them in 2025, you can consider yourself done. You see this boy from Love Island getting dragged 24/7, 7 days out of 365. He's getting dragged 9 times, 10 times, 8 times 2. Leave them alone. And really, to be honest, it's about time. It's about time for black women to get their just due. You know what really happened? That 93%, they don't realize, even though Kamala lost, they won. The single most unified group in this country showed everybody that they are who they think they are and who they've been trying to tell you they are this whole time. Black women are unmatched. Black women are the sauce. They are the culture. They are who they've been trying to tell you they are. So let me just give you a word of advice. If you want to survive in this day and age, you keep your mouth off of black women. Don't you say nothing about black women. You uplift black women and you tell them how much they mean to our country. God bless you. Thank you.
Not gonna hold you. Why the fuck are y'all always bothering black women? Like, what is the point? What is the reason? Like, I saw a fucking video this morning where it was like this guy pretty much complaining about black women not speaking in the grocery store. My nigga, maybe they're just trying to get fucking groceries and go home. I know for me, I walk in that bitch, I get my groceries, and I go home. I go to self-checkout. I don't even say a fucking word. Why do y'all have all these stipulations and rules for black women? Like, they can't do nothing without appeasing the masses. Like, they go to work, they gotta code switch and do all this other bullshit. They gotta go to the grocery store, the gas station, everywhere on they P's and Q's. Like, damn, they can't just chill? They can't chill. Like, what is it about black women that makes y'all feel entitled to their time? I don't get it. Like, I've never looked at a black woman in a grocery store and be like, she's not talking enough. Like, I don't give a fuck that much.
Y'all are so weird towards black women, and it gets on my fucking nerve. A black woman, Keke Palmer, goes on stage at the Broccoli Fest to perform her music, and she emphasizes some lyrics in her song that are along the lines of, I don't need a man to provide for me. Like, I get my own money. I don't need a man for that. I don't need a man for nothing. I don't need a man to take care of me, right? Which is true, is it not? Do we not all know that Keke Palmer is rich and can provide for herself since she was like a kid? So why are people outraged and saying this type of mentality is what divides and divides up the black community and puts men against women in the black community or whatever? No, it's not. Why are we blaming a black woman for this? A black woman that has nothing, like, she's speaking her truth. Y'all's problem is when a black woman knows herself, knows her worth, and speaks her truth, or says something like that with her chest and it's true, that's really the problem. So you got to put something on it, right? This mentality is bad. This mentality is regressive. How is it regressive? If anything, it's progressive. Remember, at one point, women's suffrage, at one point, women couldn't vote, work, all of that shit. She's doing all of that now. And she's putting in more work than most of you men that are outraged. And she has more money than most of you men that are outraged. She can probably buy your life. And it's embarrassing as fuck as a man. Why do y'all hate black women? So, like, it's like anything a black woman does, y'all put this extra this extra anger, this extra outrage on it. Like, what the fuck is that about? And then y'all want to say, oh, this is not, as a mother, this is like, why do y'all want to be single mothers so bad? This is the problem with our generation, problem with the black community, single motherhood. First of all, she said she doesn't need a man for anything. She didn't say her son didn't need a father. Use your fucking brain. Like, y'all are slow, and I almost think y'all slow on purpose. One thing I hate is just when people collectively play stupid. Like, when people collectively play dumb, especially at the expense of a black woman or black women as a whole, that shit irks my soul. And it's a reflection of who y'all. That shit is so weird, bro. Like, I don't fuck with that. Like, nah, y'all niggas is weird. And I know I don't know none of these people personally, but I'm really just tired of the weird shit. Like, I hate people that play pretend as a group and purposely ignore certain things to paint a narrative. That shit is weird.
Hey, black men, just leave black women alone, fam. Y'all ain't gonna never say nothing positive about them. All you gonna do is always highlight the negative about a few, and then try to make a mass generalization about them as a whole, fam. Y'all niggas is trash, fam. Just leave them alone. If you don't like black women so much, why you keep opening your mouth about them? Go get you the other woman and shut your behind up. You don't love black women because you never have anything loving to say out your mouth. You can't say a whole bunch of trash things about black women and then at the end of your statements be like, but I love y'all though. But no, you don't. And you ain't correcting no random woman online, fam. You're not correcting no random woman online. Stop preaching accountability. You don't know these women, fam. You ain't they God. You ain't they dad. You just a nigga online talking trash about them every single day. So don't sit here and say that you love women, but you never have anything loving to say. Because what you saying about black women is coming straight from your heart, fam. It's coming straight from your heart. It's in you, not on you, nigga. It's in you, and you hate your own women, fam. And you should be called out for it. But to try to preach accountability, you ain't holding no random woman accountable online, bro. You know what you doing? You's a sellout. You's a sellout. You sold out black women. I mean, you sold out. Yeah, you sold out black women for content and money. That's what y'all is. You some sellouts. Now you just mad because a nigga calling you out. You should be called out for it, because you a sellout. Y'all don't love black women. Y'all don't like black women. Y'all don't care about black women. You don't treat black women right. You ain't gonna never say nothing loving about them ever. You ain't gonna never say nothing loving about them. So shut that shit up, fam. Shut it up. Get off the microphone. Put the mics down. Leave them alone. And just stop, fam. It ain't that hard to shut the fuck up. There is wisdom in shutting up. Y'all dudes just want to talk bad about women. I don't understand why you're so obsessed. Why are you obsessed with women? That ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. These are single women. Some of y'all are married men talking about women. So go ahead, bro. Leave them alone. So, matter of fact, hold on. Some of y'all are passport bros. Some of y'all have married out your race. And you still online talking about black women. This ain't part of your community no more, boy. You sold out and went to another race of people. What you talking about black issues for over here, fam? What you talking about black women for? You still obsessed, fam? Some of y'all just don't look like nothing. You wasn't the type of man to get chose, and now you mad. Yeah, you mad. That's what it is. So, but anyway, bro, shut y'all mouth. Leave black women alone. They want to be left alone. Half of y'all dudes that's talking trash about them black women don't even want you. They don't even want you, fam. So keep them out your mouth. And if you really, if y'all really love black women, y'all know what I'm talking about. How about you say something positive about them today? That's what I want you to do. I challenge you right now. Say something positive about black women today. You little podcast bandits. Yo, you little podcast bandits. You little TikTok bandits, YouTube bandits, all you black male bandits, fam. Say something positive about black women today. You ain't gonna never say nothing positive. You ain't gonna never say nothing positive about them. You hate your daughter and your mama. And your aunties, nigga. Leave black women alone, fam. Put them goddamn microphones down and go step outside. Some of y'all need a treadmill.
Welcome back. Now, when that black man said that black women don't like to be put in their place, what place is he talking about? What place did he want to put black women? Okay, he's talking about a place that was designed by the slave master, a place where black women were forced into silence, a place where their strength were twisted into weakness, okay? A place where their voices were muted so that men could feel in control. That is the place he's talking about. And this is colonized thinking. This is not African. This is not natural. In African tradition, women were not put in place. In African tradition, women were pillars, okay? Women were queens, mothers of nations, advisors to kings, warriors in their own right. Balance and harmony in the family and in the society came from respecting the role of both men and women. But when slavery came, when colonization came and white supremacy reshaped that dynamic, they made black men believe that dominance equal to manhood. And that what they did, that they silenced black women in the society. You know, the bad thing is, this mind, they always believe that silencing black women makes them strong. As a man, you are not strong by silencing women. No. This is the position, or this is the poison that we are still fighting up to today, degrading black women. Now, fast forward in recently, today, you have got brothers repeating the same tired lines. I have heard them mocking natural hair, questioning a woman's femininity, talking down to sisters who speak up, you know, and they call it just preferences. They call it just being honest. But let's be real, family. This is not preferences. This is programming. When a black man mocks black woman's natural hair, he's not just making a joke. He is echoing centuries of racism where our hair was labeled ugly and unprofessional by the white supremacy, by the colonizer, by the oppressor. When a black man says black women are too loud or they are too strong, he is not just giving an opinion, but he is recycling stereotypes created to keep black women for being heard in workplaces, for being heard in politics, for being heard in everyday life. So that is why the clapback let me say this. There's some words I don't want to say because of YouTube regulations, but it is so important to shut your mouth instead of saying such words to a lady, to a black woman, to any woman, even if she's white or she's Latino or she's Asian, because it breaks the circle. It tells the world that we are done letting that slide. Okay? Now, I'll say this. For a very long time, too many brothers stayed silent when women were disrespected. Some laughed along, you know, like it's funny. Some shrugged it off, and silence become complicity. This new generation of black men, they are not having it. And they are saying, protect our women, defend our women, stand up for our women. Okay? Why? Because they finally realize something crucial. There is no black liberation without black women. When a man disrespects a black woman, he disrespects his mother, his sister, his daughter, and his community. Okay? And now brothers and sisters stepping in and saying that not on our watch. That's why that shutdown moment was too loud and so important, because it showed a culture shifting, accountability becoming the new standard. And when black men and black women came and chip on with their reaction and shutting that man, it is so remorseful. Okay? It's so important. I loved that. I loved when they come out loud and clear and told that man, you know what? You are not going to disrespect women like this. We have to be real here. There has been a divide too many times. We have been told that black men and black women are enemies, that we are against each other, that we cannot build together. That lie has been pushed by the same system that benefits when we are divided as black people. Okay? But moments like this shows us the truth. When black men protect black women, when black women protect black women, trust begins to heal. When black women feel protected, respect for black man grows stronger. They will even respect. So it's a cycle of healing, and healing is exactly what our communities need. When a black man shuts down disrespect, he's not just defending a woman in the moment. He is planting seeds for the next generation. He is showing little boys what real masculinity looks like. He is showing little girls that they are valued and loved, and that is revolutionary. For me, seeing black people reacting on this video and coming out and calling it out, it's so important. It's a vital moment. Maybe you may take it just easily or cheaply, but this is an expensive talk to have. This is a very important discussion to have. Black women have to be respected, and we as men, we are the one to show the way. Now, when a brother stands up and say, I don't date black women because they don't listen, he is not just insulting one black woman, but he is insulting the entire community. Because if black women are the backbones, if black women are the nurturers, the life givers, then tearing them down is the same as tearing down our future. It's like tearing down our own community. Think about this. Who raises the next generation? Who carries the wisdom of survival? Who carries the traditions, the culture? Who stood on the front line of every freedom fight we ever had? They are black women. So when you tear down black women, you weaken the family. When you weaken the family, you weaken the community. When you weaken the community, you weaken yourself. When we are all weak, the enemy pass easily. So that's how it is. And this is why it is so powerful that another black man or another black man or another black people is there to to react, not to support what that man said. That man was embarrassed in the public because I've had some reaction. And I'll say this. The power of public correction is important. Yeah. When public has come out, react on this, it is important. Because everyone watching right now knows that that behavior is not okay. Okay? And it will not be tolerated. Public disrespect requires public correction. And that's how you reset the standard. So, for too long, our people have carried wounds that were never healed. Slavery tore family apart, Jim Crow law destroyed household, the prison system destroyed or removed fathers from their family. And the trauma from all of this was passed down generations after generation. And one of those curses is the normalization of disrespect towards black women. It became so much common that some brothers didn't even realize they were carrying poison in their tongues. Okay? But when a black man or when black people shuts down that stereotype, he's breaking the curse. He's refusing to pass the poison on. He's choosing healing instead of harm. Okay? And when enough brothers make the choice, the cycles break for good. When I talk about brothers, I talk about those black men who stood up and said no to this. Those black men who called this man out. Those black men who told him to shut the hell up. Let me talk about masculinity. Because a lot of this disrespect come from a false idea of what it means to be a man. Too many black people, too many brothers, whether white, black, Asian, Indian, or Indian is Asian, Latin, they think that masculinity is about dominance or about control or about silencing women. But that is not strength. That is insecurity wearing a mask. Okay? True masculinity is about protection, it's about discipline, it's about creating an environment where women and children feel safe, valued, and loved. So that brother there, if you have watched this video and you condemned this, you are just showing a real masculinity. Okay? Because you aren't worried about how looking cool. You are worried about how, about who agreed with you, okay? By protecting that lady or by protecting women. Now, I'll say this. We cannot talk about the moment without recognizing the role of black women who have come out and played the role of liberation. From Harriet Tubman, who freed enslaved Africans when men were too afraid to move, to Sonjar Truth, who stood up and said, "Entire a woman," demanding recognition of her humanity. Angel Davis, who carried the weight of resistance on her shoulders. Asata Shakur, who still inspires movement around the world. Okay? Black women have always been the center of our freedom struggle. So when a man today say, "I don't date black women because they don't know their place," he is not just disrespecting the women in the room, but he is spitting in the face of the entire history. And that is why the shutdown mattered, because it restored honor to a lineage that cannot and must be disrespected. Okay? Must be not disrespected, not must be disrespected. Now, there's a reason why this kind of disrespect towards black women has been normalized. Because, number one, it benefits the system. When black men and black women are divided, we are so much weaker. So when we fight each other, instead of building with each other, the system wins. Okay? White supremacy doesn't have to lift a finger if it convinces us to tear each other down. And that's why the media often promotes image of black men disrespecting black women, because it reinforces the idea that we cannot be united. But when a brother steps in, when Sam steps in and shuts the disrespect down, he's not just protecting a sister, but he is disrupting the system. He's refusing to play the role of oppressor designed for him. He's reminding us that unity is our own true power. And the unity is all we want, not only between women and black men. No, but within the whole black community, we need to unite. Okay? Now, I'll talk about the argument and insult of in a psychological warfare, because for a number of years, the system has attacked black love through welfare policies that penalized black households with fathers present, through music and media that glamorized broken families, through moves that showed black women as angry and undesirable, okay, and black men as irresponsible and absent. When something like this happens, it's all programming. It's all programming. So what we should do is that we should take this moment to love our black ladies, not to disrespect them, because if we disrespect them, then what will the others do? If we don't have that love between us, what will the others do to us? We only need that unity for us to move step forward. We need that unity to have strong, or we have to liberate ourselves. Okay? Because as a lady, as a black woman, according to history and everything that is online, black women are the mothers of the nations. Okay? Now, I hope you got this. Tell me what you think in the comment section about this video. I wasn't so much happy. I was not so much happy because of that video, but nevertheless, I hope that all black people are together and they are saying no to the disrespect of black ladies, and that's what I'm saying too. Until next episode, peace out.